Hello, I'm Codrin Tapu, your psychology professor, and today we're going to talk about thinking. Thinking is the process of complex information processing, which leads to the formation of concepts and ideas, starting from images and words. There are many forms of thinking. We're not going to insist on them. You see them here, but we will talk instead of concepts, which are systems of related images and words representing classes of objects. You see here the concept of dog. You see in this image there are several images and words. Each word is related to an image. The image of a dog and the word dog. And the characteristics of the dog or of a dog. It is a mammal, a domestic mammal, and a carnivore mammal. And you see here the word mammal, and next to it another, the symbol of mammals. A domestic mammal, you see here the symbol of a house, domestic. And it is a carnivore mammal. You see here, next to the word carnivore, you see a piece of meat, which is a symbol of being carnivore. This is a concept, the concept of dog. A concept is a system of related images and words. The concepts are of two types: concrete, related to small classes of objects, like this, of the concept of dog. You see here in this image represented here. But there are also abstract concepts, which refer to large categories of objects, unified by a general principle. The concepts are hierarchically organized and combined into ideas by thought operations. In the process of reasoning, the thought operations are analysis, mental decomposition of an object; synthesis, the composition or mental recomposition of the object; abstraction, extracting essential features; concretizing, the application of essential features in concrete situations; generalization, switching from particular to general; particularization, transition from general to particular. Reasoning is a procedure by which new knowledge is acquired by combining existing information. The inductive reasoning is generating a general conclusion from a large number of particular cases. For example, inducing a property. If some birds have feathers, then all birds have feathers. Inducing a rule. Continue the string of numbers 1, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, 8, 9. If you identify this rule, it is simple to continue this string of numbers. Induction of a structure, discovering a constant relationship between the elements of a set based on examples. For example, the lawyer is for his client what the doctor is for, and you state what it is. The doctor is for the patient, the teacher is for the student, the seller is for the buyer, and so on. If you identify the law applied in the first sentence, you can easily complete the following sentences. The deductive reasoning is the making of a particular conclusion starting from a general premise. The deductive reasoning takes the following forms: syllogism, deduction of a feature based on membership in a class. All men are mortal. Socrates is a man. Socrates is mortal. The hypothetic deductive reasoning, applying a general causal relationship to a concrete situation. If it's daytime, It is light outside. Linear reasoning, establishing a complex relationship by coordinating elementary relationships. If John is bigger than George and Tom is smaller than George, so John is bigger than George, who is bigger than Tom. We coordinate two relationships and we find out a new relationships which is based on the former two relationships, two elementary relationships. Problem solving. Problem solving is overcoming an internal or external obstacle that blocks activity. It involves moving from an initial state of blockage to a final state of success. The components of a problem are the problem environment, which is the real problem, and the problem area, which is the subject's image of the problem, which can or cannot be the same as the problem environment. Usually there isn't. There is not a strict correspondence between the problem area and the problem environment. Problems can require a solution or a demonstration. Problem-solving strategies can be algorithmic, based on predetermined sequence of steps, and heuristic, which in turn are retrospective from solution to problem data, analogical based on resemblance to other issues that have been resolved, and systems analysis, frequently used in management and economics, which starts from goals and develops means for attaining those goals. There are also a few thought disorders, which can be non-pathological or pathological. Non-pathological disorders of thought are blindness of thought, which is the impossibility of knowing the essence in a problem, with many unnecessary data, and it leads to narrow ideas, stereotype thinking, the persistence in the same direction, and when the data of the problem has changed, it leads to dominant ideas. And functional fixation, the impossibility of overcoming conventional solutions when the novelty of the problem demands it, leading to fixed ideas. The pathological disorders of thought are obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, false ideas that parasite thinking and cause discomfort, rituals, and involuntary movements. Dementia, a gradual loss of general cognitive abilities due to brain lesions. And schizophrenic disorders, which are characterized by dissociation of thought, language, and emotions. They often involve delusions, which are false ideas, not in accordance with subject's beliefs, which are persuasively supported and change the behavior of the person. Thought blocking, the sudden and unmotivated interruption of the course of thought, flight of ideas, a fast and uncontrollable flow of the ideas, and incoherence, loss of logical links between ideas. Treatment of schizophrenia include neuroleptic medication, electroconvulsive therapy (ECT), which involves inducing seizures by electrical brain stimulation, psychotherapy, and rehabilitation. Thank you, and see you next time to the next lesson of psychology.